For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh!
Mine has been a whimper. It has truly been a whimper. Of course, I should have known. It's the 22nd. I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that either.
And it's like the Great Conjunction and everything. And
The
it's
Great Conjunction has come up and it's here.
Oh, yeah. And then we've got all these geomagnetic things again. And all I know is my pain level was through the roof last night.
That ain't good.
No, it's not. And
you had a rough night from what you told me.
Massively, and I have felt like hell on a stick all day. And it just is. I mean, this is why I hate winter.
Literally, it feels like I'm just trying to speed up winter. Just to get past it, because it's kind of rough.
It has been a really rough winter. It's been one of the roughest winters that we've had in several years. And it's like Omega came to check on us today, and my assumption about our drive was absolutely correct, because he's got the truck. And he said, yes, it is a solid sheet of ice underneath the snow, which we knew. Mm-hmm. But hopefully next week, the thaw can happen.
The thaw. The great thaw.
Mm-hmm. It was 7 this morning when I got up. 7.
At one point, it was 0.
Yeah.
And Omega went outside.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's that cold.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
cabin fever.
Down in Louisiana and stuff like that, they were making snow lobsters, which I thought was, or crayfish, crawdads is what we call them around here.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Because there were snow in places that never sees snow. And I think Ryan Hall was talking about it. It was like once in a generation type weather. And it's like, we're here for this. We're living through all this.
Yeah. This is a crazy time.
It is. It is. And
trying to get through it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will tell you something. I am really grateful that X is a thing, that Elon Musk bought X. And I do not understand how it is that people expect some of these people to be without sin.
Right. I mean, these people,
it's just
they're fallible, they're human.
Yeah. Why would you expect them to be anything other than?
Right. And people saying that he was doing a certain salute, and it's like, now listen, the way that he did it, it did look kind of sus, you know.
The man is on the spectrum.
But it wasn't like a full-on salute thing.
It was, people have gotten so fucking stupid. And the reason that they have gotten stupid is because they have forgotten that mainstream media is propaganda that was legalized to be used against the American people thanks to Obama.
Yeah. Which, when is Trump, reversing that?
I don't know. I keep shit posting about that. I figure if it's planting seeds. Somebody repeal this. Yeah. Make it illegal again. Yes. But the thing is, the mainstream media, they big mad because nobody's watching them anymore.
Well, shit, they've proven themselves unreliable how many times?
I call them the voice of Satan.
They are. And they're all saying the same shit, just different font. Like, legit, it's Operation Mockingbird left and right, and it has just been exposed over these last 4 years.
Absolutely. And I'm also, like I said, it's just little seeds.
Other things.
Little seeds planted here and there to sit there and go, maybe we need to go back, and FCC needs to review that regulation about where people could only own one large radio station within a market or 2 small ones, and get rid of all these mega corporations owning every fucking thing. Let the people's voices be heard again.
Yes.
So if I can be a fly in somebody's ear that might be able to know somebody that does something, hell yeah, I'll take that. I don't need, it ain't about honor and glory or anything like that. It's about getting shit done.
Slum Bella said that the Snoop Dogg is going to be the next one to be arrested along with Jay-Z.
That wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me. I mean, there is so much stuff being uncovered right now.
Snoop Dogg trying to be buddy with Trump, and he's about to be get his ass arrested.
Well, it's like
Along
this.
With Jay-Z. Jay-Z had it coming for years too, though. Along with Beyonce.
That is the whole thing about thug life. They made their whole thing, and they have harmed how many hundreds and possibly millions of people by spreading this message of, oh, this is how you've got to act.
They're playing GTA, but in real life.
Prisons are full of people that tried to implement that, and it doesn't work in reality.
No. When the law is actually enforced, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah. And there is possibility that after these folks from January 6th were released and what they endured it was federal prison, and federal prison is usually better than state-run prisons. Now fathom that, folks.
That's crazy.
Now, this has been our world that we have been dragged into for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And the abuse and the human rights violations, and it's shit that people in America, they don't want to think about.
No.
But for millions of us, we deal with it daily. Daily. Mm-hmm. And then you've got people that they shouldn't have done, and they shouldn't have done. And it's like, oh my God. And it is so hard to remain optimistic and not to absolutely want to bitch slap some of these arrogant, stupid people because they have no clue how easy it could happen to them.
Right. They have no idea the type of tiny little pedestal that they're on that could be knocked over real fast and be like dominoes.
Right. And it's just, no. Like I said, that one gentleman that he was a veteran, and I think that man was in his 70s, and that to make ends meet, he had sold a couple of pills.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all that he did?
That's all it took. It's all it took.
That's nothing.
Yeah. That instead of sitting there going, wow, this is a senior citizen that's having a hard time, maybe we need to get him some help to find out where, how we can help him.
Yeah.
Instead of putting his ass in jail.
How does he not have any family to take care of him?
He was old.
But I'm just asking questions.
I don't know.
It's like, give these fucking people help.
Mm-hmm.
And don't bash them. Don't smack them upside the head. Don't punish these people for just trying to survive.
And then there was some of the people that had been in like nursing homes or something like that. Somebody explained to me, make it make sense how if you've got somebody that has dementia and that they're in a nursing home and they have an episode and they assault a staff member, that their ass ends up in jail.
Right. It's like, no, y'all knew that this was a thing. Don't be getting mad when y'all get hit when you know the type of people you're dealing with. Or unless they have no idea. Mm-hmm. They have no idea what they're getting into.
Oh my God. I mean, just...
And in that case, how come they're in that field and they have no idea the type of patients that they're working with?
Right. Exactly.
Because they do, dementia patients very much can get violent and do get violent.
That's part of the disease.
Yeah. They're not in their right head. They have no idea what they're doing.
Right. And to have to keep that old man down in booking because there was no place else. He couldn't go out into the pod. He was very vulnerable. So there was only booking, which meant that he was down there by himself. The booking, they never turned the lights off, ever. And that he would rattle the door and rattle the door and rattle the door. And it's like, you would go over there and it's like, Mr. So-and-so, what do you need, honey? And to him to sit there and go, I want to go home. Now, you talk about heartbreaking.
Just hearing that's heart-shattering.
Yeah. So when some of these people want to get on their fucking high horse and sit there and say, oh, everybody that's in jail, in prison, they did something to be there. They don't No.
Most of them don't deserve to be there.
Some of them do, but still, yeah.
I'm saying most of them, the ones that have just like simply sold pills just to try to survive, the dementia patients, they don't deserve to be in there.
Well, this is the insanity of the legal and corrections industry that we have created in this nation. Because if there's an empty cell, somebody's losing money. And with the place that I used to work, I did the FOIA requests and the whole 9 yards, and my God, could they have come after me easily? Yes, they could have.
We need long-term stay assisted living facilities.
We need people that are ethical.
Yes, that is above all. We need people ethical working on this shit. But the thing is, this shit's so heartbreaking. The people who are ethical, they have to get out of it at a certain point.
Exactly, because you will lose your mind. So what does that do? That leaves the sociopaths and psychopaths that have the badges.
So then what is there to be done?
There needs to be a total change of heart. There needs to be an outcry from average Americans to realize that who is sitting in the jails and the prisons, why they are in the jails and the prisons. We need actual treatment facilities. You would have to have workers in treatment facilities. You know, it doesn't have the way that the jails and the prisons right now, they are behind. They're doing whatever that they want to do with these people because outsiders can't see in. But now with these January 6 people, that shit is going to that going to have light shone on it.
Oh yeah.
And it needs to happen. Because when we're pointing a finger at some of these other countries about human rights abuses and stuff like that, and we've got the stuff going on here in our nation, don't turn a blind eye to that. Flip over that carpet, see the filth that's underneath there, take the vacuum, get it out.
Yes, you got to do a deep clean.
That's exactly what needs to happen. Now, there are treatment facilities that we do need long-term facilities.
Like asylums, but...
with people that actually give a damn about people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That do not want to abuse the people. That will actually help them get better and heal. Yeah.
Yep.
Take the profit out of these places. I knew officers that used to work before they got the regional jail that worked in the county jails, and they were just absolutely so angry at the difference of how humans were being treated. That in the county jails, they did not treat people like that. But with the regional jails, they want to do a volume business. The business model was, from my understanding, and this is from years ago, folks, that they propose coming into these little podunk areas like ours, and it's a moneymaker, is what it is. And it's like, oh, we'll build this for you. And what it is, the proceeds, the profit that comes from housing people will pay for the building. Okay, if there's empty cells, then the counties have to make up and pay the builder of the facility. You think that doesn't affect judges and cops and everybody like that? Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It very much.
I mean, when all this shit happened, I mean, that was 11 years ago when that journey started. Do I think that anything has changed? I think it's gotten worse. But this is the type of corruption that's going on in people's doorsteps, and they just they want to turn a blind eye until it hits them. Revival. We need revival.
We do need revival.
And alien eggs.
Oh, the alien eggs.
It's about as good a segue as I could do. I know it's a really dark Because Kid and I have had to go through some really dark stuff for years.
We have.
And it wears on you after a while. And so that's the reason we try to keep things sort of lighthearted as much as we can. But every now and then, I need to vent. And people need to hear it. And God bless people like Ben over on Caspersight. Now, I had actually, in my twilight wanderings with my brain today, saw where over the guys over there on 4chan, guys being a general term, my God, those people, it's not my people. It's the oldest kids' people's. I don't go there because it's not my people's. And he told me years ago, he said, don't go there. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, nah, it is not. It's not good.
Now, I have been in groups where a lot of the people were 4chan people. And they were wondrous because they knew that I was older, and it's like they sort of adopted me. And I appreciated that. I truly did. I loved a lot of those people.
Yeah.
And as far as the white hat weaponized autisms, God bless each and every one of them. Because these people, it's not a disability. I think it's a superpower that they can recognize patterns and different things like that other people would miss.
Yeah. How do you think that we get these coders and stuff with the computers? Like the computer,
yes.
People making the computers. Like, there's this one girl or one person, I don't know, that's on YouTube. And they were I found them through a Linux video of them talking about like what kind of Linux, rating the Linux people, like OSs and the type of people that would use them.
Right.
You could tell that, like, yeah, she's autistic. She's on the spectrum, hardcore.
Yeah. And like I said, it's okay. I mean, it's different than those of us that have the ADHD because we're just wide open.
Yeah.
In case you've never noticed. People
It's
like,
a different type of ADHD.
It's
ADHD. Yeah.
And there's different flavors of ADHD, too.
There is.
You know.
ADHD is one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's craziness. But anyhow, they had released, News Nation had released the footage about the alien egg.
Yeah,
and
that's
Barber,
scary.
Jake Barber, I think it was his name there that we had covered a couple of days ago. All right, there's been some folks on 4chan that have released other footage.
Ooh.
And it looks identical.
Ooh. Has anyone cracked it open to see what was in it?
Well, no, I don't know, but there was some kind of like almost a writing on the outside of it. And they said that where it looks like what we think of an eggshell, that it was actually some type of metal.
It's a metal?
And that there were other videos that are going to be coming out.
Okay,
and
how would anything get in or out of it?
I don't know. But anyhow, Ben on Caspersight, and I'll leave a link in the description box so you can go and watch his video on it. He has explored some of this, and it's fascinating. But also one of the things that was highly disturbing, they were saying that these things were found in Antarctica.
Well, there's a lot of suspicious stuff going on in Antarctica.
And I think he included a bit of a interview. He included a clip of an interview of Graham Hancock on Joe Rogan, and Graham Hancock fascinates me. I really appreciate him. Mm-hmm. And he goes and he questions about these civilizations that we have no recorded understanding of. Right. Those records could have been lost, totally.
Yeah. I have no idea who you're talking about,
but anyhow, as far as even the maps, Antarctica was not even fully discovered within our time. I can't remember if he said it was the 1800s or 1900s or something. But there were maps back from the 1500s and stuff that included Antarctica accurately. Oh, and wow. Hancock is like, okay, how did this happen?
Them trying to erase stuff and hide stuff from us. Isn't there like a huge ice wall up there too?
There's a lot of mystery surrounding Antarctica. But anyhow, this picture of this egg in the cave came from 4chan, and there's question, is this accurate? And did it come from Antarctica? And now, like I said,
what would have laid it?
This is all craziness, and it's, you have to question everything, because for some of the weaponized autisms, and please understand, I say that with love, I really do.
You do.
Could this be the fuel of them creating this amazing RPG? Absolutely. Absolutely.
It could be like one big ARG. It really could be.
Yeah. And role-playing gaming, in case you're wondering what. And it's like...
An ARG is augmented reality.
We don't know. And it's just like, okay. So any of this stuff sort of take a step back and just watch it transpire.
We really have no idea if someone just is fucking with us.
Right. All we know for reality right now, for us personally, we're still trapped up on this hill with 12 cats.
And there are actual drones in the sky. Have you heard anything about that lately?
I had heard some about that the drones are still there. I think that a lot of them have calmed down. I don't know. There's been so much coverage about what Trump is doing, which is just at breakneck speed, and God bless. And I don't know that anybody has even said anything, or not that I have seen, because it's like, oh, look over here, and it's like, it just makes you dizzy. It makes me dizzy.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with everything right now, because it truly speed of sound.
Yeah.
And some of this stuff is needed.
It's brain breaking and neck breaking.
And
keep your head on a swivel. Damn, it's spinning.
Yeah. There is a gentleman, I think it's Simply Frank, and I will have to see whether he has a YouTube channel or not. But he did an interview with one of the J6 people, and it was really good. And if I can find that, I will include that so you can go and listen. There were some of them that were still being held. I don't know if all of them have been released yet. Some of them, it was a matter of them saying that, and this does happen. I know this happens. I've seen this happen. Mm-hmm. That officers had abused some of those people, and that they had put them someplace until the bruising and different things could heal up.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they do. That's not make-believe.
Slimy little fucking... They're slimy.
A lot of them really, really are. They're just bullies with badges.
Yeah.
This is why I try to focus on the alien eggs.
Alien eggs.
And as far as...
Made out of metal.
Possibly. I'm like, what if there's some huge, like, astro bird that came and just laid the egg?
Right. Like, what was the bird from Jimmy Neutron? Poltra?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think it was Poltra.
Then what was it? The Thunderbird? Wasn't that the one that the Native Americans used to talk about, that it was supposed to be ginormous?
Yeah, but I don't think the egg was metal.
Well, we don't know. I guess it would depend on whatever the bird ate.
Solid steel.
Yeah, possibly. We don't know. Just
someone cut it open. See what's inside.
Maybe not. I don't know. Oddities, and it's going to get more odd.
You know, there's a lot of shit that they're hiding in Antarctica.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
Lots of theories. That goes back to the Admiral Byrd thing.
They think that they found the Leviathan creature.
There's a lot of things about Antarctica. Lots of mystery.
Fuck you, flat earthers. The earth is round.
Yeah, they found out, I think. I think they've been kind of quiet lately.
Are you sure? There's still some of them squalling out there.
Well, when people's delusion becomes their basis of reality, if somebody questions that, then their whole paradigm of life comes crashing down.
What finally woke them up to the fact that the earth is round?
The fact that one dude that was the leader of them went someplace. I think he did go to Antarctica, and he's like, oh shit, it's round.
It's like, thank you. Thank you. And once again, what was it that I said? Anybody who has ever been up in a plane high enough knows that the earth is round.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is incredible how some people, when they truly are deceived, and they don't know that they're deceived, and if anybody tries to show them, they will fight them. It goes back to the Plato's cave. That when he went out of the cave, he came back, he tried to free the other ones. They attacked him because they were happy in their ignorance and their delusion and illusion. Everybody's having paranormal. Everybody's having supernatural. Everybody pray one for another and pray for us, please.
Yes.
You want to tell them where we can be found?
Ooh to the woo to the ooh woo.
Yeah.
BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. Avrilanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, formerly known as Twitter, Verlanda COCWS.
Every now and then I'll be a shit poster. I really will.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a good.
I do it just to. Sometimes I will say something just to see people's responses.
That's shit posting.
I've learned that people do not thoroughly read a lot of times before commenting.
No.
I don't know why that surprises me, because I'm old, I think is what it is. Just old.
People lacking critical thinking and comprehension skills enough to actually take a step back, look at text on a screen and be like, wait, is this what they meant? This is what they meant. Wait, no. No, it's not. Okay.
Right. Yeah. To learn to think deeply, and to think well. Know that you are loved.
That's the people that run that are reactionary and not.
That's kid brain.
Yeah.
It's immature.
You see a lot of that shit on TikTok.
Well, and this is one of the things that we have a problem with that, and it is a matter of, as far as I think some people truly are, they have frontal lobe damage. I really do believe that, and it's like somebody needs to figure out how to heal that quickly.
I think that's a God task.
Yeah, but very well. There's a lot of those God-sized tasks going on right now. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.